Alright, so I am Yukuberry Wewa, or Yuko for short, and I'm going to get started here with Unhack. And we're doing any %, which means we're allowed to use the glitches. So here I am setting up movement speed glitch. Normally, you get faster movement, like a lot faster movement, starting with level 9, but if you enter level 9 and then leave, you can just get it for the entire game. And the community has, it is only like 3 runners, has decided that it does not count as part of the time. Time is going to start now. Okay, and first thing I'm going to do is just mash through all of that text there. And here we are coming into the game. So the game is sort of a puzzle kind of thing, where we've got all these dots on a grid that you're moving around on, and you're basically trying to get to certain goals on each level and avoiding hitting into these worms that look like something else. But yeah, so that's the goal of this level. We get there and we're good. And menu on back. And first, okay, so for level 2, we're going to mash through that text twice. And what that does is double stage load glitch, which will allow us to load the stage twice. And the reason we do that is because normally in this level, you're supposed to backtrack to the beginning of the level. But if you have the level loaded twice, you can just go to it, the beginning in the second instance, and you're done. Like that. And then here we're going to see what this text mashing does. So, because you're loading the dialogue twice, the characters end up in the wrong spots on the screen. So Weedy is not actually meant to be on the left there, which is a little annoying, but it's not too bad. Those eyes, oop, okay, missed the worm. Those eyes will also kill us, oop, okay. Oop, ah, alright. Okay, so this is why we play on insane difficulty. For the core defenses like this, the worms spawn in a lot faster on insane difficulty than they do on normal. It's just not worth doing things easier for this amount of time loss. So it should be noted, the creator of this game normally just makes visual novels. This is basically their only gameplay heavy game. Pretty much all of their other stuff is just plain old visual novels. The sequel to this, in fact, is a visual novel with very little gameplay. And the gameplay is much more simple. Alright, but that's level 3, and okay. Yeah, as soon as the screen comes down for level complete, that's when we can move on to the next one. Okay. Oops, that was an accident. Yeah, too fast to live. So this is the first boss fight, and what we have here are these eyeballs that are trying to kill us, but we just, avoid them. You despawn them when you hit certain spots, and you're going to see a bit more of that in a later level, because there are 2 boss fights in this game. As for the plot, it's really bad. I'm sorry, but it's pretty awful. It's, whoops. Basically, you have, like, you're an unhacker, which is, I guess, sort of like a hacker. And there's all these AIs, and they're doing stuff, and somebody released all these worms because they're trying to, I don't know, do evil stuff, whatever it is. Alright. That was a very fast level 4, as it should be. Oh, ah! Okay. Oh, no, that was correct. I'm sorry, I was on level 6. I was on level 5 before, so yes, it is correct that I'm supposed to be going to level 6. Alright. This is the level that Double Double, the guy who started speedrunning. Oh, hello. The guy who started speedrunning this game. So he calls this level Cycle Purgatory, and it's a pretty fitting name for it because you're mostly just sitting here wondering when the cycles are gonna be merciful. Luckily, we're almost done. Oops. Okay. Ah. Okay. And level 7 now. I can't believe I green split on that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so this is the second core defense level. And yeah, the game steadily... Ooh, okay. That's not good. That's a bad cycle. I was too slow. Yeah, the game runs on global cycles, so as long as you're fast enough, you always are able to get the optimal cycles, but I was not fast enough on that one. There are ways to be very fast in this game, and I'm not being very fast right now, but, you know, that's fine. So, second core defense, this one is actually somewhat difficult, casually, a little bit, but, yeah, great time for, you know, donations or whatever. It's pretty slowed right now. So yeah, you're just kind of avoiding all the hazards and moving through. So yeah, without playing on insane mode, this would be very slow. Alright, level 8. This is the second boss fight. This is a much more difficult boss fight in which we want to be... Okay, I missed the beginning thing there. Okay. We want to be abusing that, the death abuse as much as possible for this fight. Okay, phew, almost. I thought I didn't make it down that one. Ooh, okay, that's bad. Okay, so I almost made it to the boss fight with no deaths, but that means we're gonna have to do one less death abuse than normal. See, if you do the death abuse normally, it'll put you back at the beginning here, and you won't need to you don't need to worry about those spikes. And you don't need to worry about moving all the way down. But because I died, I had to take a bit longer. But, you know, it happens. Alright. Level 9 coming up here. This level is quite easy to do very fast. It's very easy to speedrun this level. However, it's pretty difficult to, like, really speedrun this level because you want to be avoiding these cycles here. Okay. Oof. Yeah. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. Save time. So, now we're doing it the regular way because, yeah, it's pretty difficult to do. So, attempt it once and then move on. Oh, okay. Very slow, but, you know, still, you know, better time than than most. Just a lot worse than my PB.
I'll keep Smash Security alive, Mr. Creator.
And time for the final boss. So this is by far the longest level in the game. And it's basically this extended boss fight in which you've got multiple phases and different enemies that you're trying to defeat. And yeah, this is the Mother Worm. This game is so silly. I have no explanation for that costume, and I have no explanation for this plot. Betrayal. Why must people deceive one another? If only there could be a world without secrets. I shall create such a world with my perfect power. Alright, let's go. So, ooh, okay. Nope. Just gonna nope right out of that one. Yeah, if you hit those things, they will kill you. So, we're gonna be trying to avoid them. Alright, and these things have a little aura that they do. But if you shoot them fast enough, they don't get a chance to get it off. Alright. So I have to wait for the cycles on this one. Okay. Oof. Yeah, that's annoying. Ah! That's real bad. Okay. Okay. This room takes a little while because you have to wait on a lot of cycles and you can't do the thing where you shoot it before the aura goes off. But as long as I don't die more, I should be fine. Okay, this is the hard part because these are... Okay. Ah. Okay. That's never happened before. Alright, final boss done. Time is coming up. Time is gonna come up when the last bit of dialogue goes away and the screen fades to black. So, just gonna try to mash through this text as quickly as possible. Yep. Yeah, I'm the Mother Worm. Okay, time is right about now. Wait, did I just PB? Okay, after that awful run, I somehow PB'd. It's because on my other PB, it was, yeah, I had done really poorly on the final boss fight. Okay, well that's fun. Alright, now I'm just gonna showcase the DLC, because that, I think, makes a very good incentive. So I'm just going to close these splits, and alright, invert mouse. Yes, that's the name of the creator. Okay, so the DLC does not have the movement speed glitch, so this is where you're going to see all the regular movement. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was not what I meant to do. Yeah, so this is the regular movement. It feels incredibly slow after what we were doing before. So, yeah, in this DLC, you're playing as the girl that was, oh, I forgot to turn on the timer, so I'm just not going to bother with it. Yeah, so you're playing as one of the antagonists of the original game. So yeah, these worms, well, these things, whatever, they move whenever you move, and it's really annoying, but okay.
I sense an uninvited AI ahead.
Oof. Alright. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a bit slow on the... okay. Yeah, I haven't played the DLC in a while, so I'm not exactly used to it. But yeah, so this boss fight coming up here is going to be a little bit slower because... no, actually it shouldn't be, because I only do one death abuse on this boss fight anyway. And that was not it. I was supposed to do a death abuse there. Oh well, I'll do it there. I don't think it makes much of a difference. Okay. And that's level 2 done. Moving on to level 3. Now, yeah, the DLC, very short, but
Wait for me, little one.
I would say it's fun, but it's kind of just like a much shorter, worse version of the original game. Right. Okay.
I told the little one time and time again to not act without me. Why would she just run ahead like this?
And coming up to the end of the, whoops, that was an accident. So we're coming up to the end of the DLC already, because the DLC is, like, really short. But, you know, makes for a good incentive. And, again, time is when the screen fades, although this time it fades to the crying girl. Alright, and that's time on the DLC. So that's the entirety of Unhack. Pretty short game, but, you know, nice and simple. Just... It's a terrible game casually, but it is surprisingly fun as a speed game. To be clear, I don't like anything about this game except for the speedrun of it. Which I think is just awesome and requires a good keyboard. Mouse percent is, I'm not submitting mouse percent because that would be hell. Yep, so that's my submission.